actual clothes. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Roger Bacon. I'm going to come out with you a video on how to pack your snowboarding bag for a short trip by plane, that is. So, there's plenty of videos on there, on the internet, on YouTube. However, I didn't see any that fit exactly what I needed and what kind of wanted to throw my 2 cents in there, so that's why I'm making this. This is episode 2 of Roger Reviews. We're going to call this a review of the Dakine High Roller Bag, which is a wheel bag, but essentially other than that, I'm going to be showing how I actually pack this thing. So this is a 165 bag. I'm going to be filling it with my Ride Kink, which is a 158 wide. I have really big feet, size 13, 14 in my boots, so I need that wide, which this actually fits that and plenty more. So first things first, start off by unzipping this and opening it up. You're going to see that this has a some space. Velcro straps everything down, and this is really good because it can get wet or anything like that and you don't gotta worry about it. So we're gonna throw my board in here. Again, this is the 158 wide Ride Kink with my Burton Malavita bindings. So first thing I typically do is I'm gonna unhook the binding itself, and this is where I keep my mittens or gloves, whatever I'm gonna pack. It's really simple. Keeps them protected. So I'm bringing 2 with me. I'm only gonna be in Colorado for actually 1 day of riding. But the reason I'm bringing 2 mittens is I don't really know what the weather's gonna be like. It keeps changing. So I wanted to do that. These are some pretty cool handout gloves. I'm gonna leave links to the description of my entire setup. So if you guys wanna see it in more detail, you can find it there. Yeah, so then I fold the high backs down, and tip I got actually off of the house's video on this, the house website, was to drop this down, creates a little more volume in the bag to be able to load it with the rest of your stuff. So, cinch those down, push it down. So next I'm going to show you the bags actually came in this. So it came with this bag right here and this bag. It's nice. That's actually the reason I got this bag specifically, is it actually came with its own like internal luggage kit basically. This one's gonna hold my boots, and then this one's gonna hold my clothes and my jacket and my pants. So I was actually really skeptical on the size of this. Like I said, my boots are a size 14. These are the ThirtyTwo Lashed boot in the premium colorway. So the big thing to do when packing this is going to be, what I throw in there is going to be my socks, like my snowboard socks. I've got a heavyweight sock and a lightweight sock. I've got a neck gaiter from BlackStrap, and then a full Balaclava from BlackStrap. And so again, if it's warmer or colder, let's shove that in the bottom of these. You always want to make sure too, especially when fitting in these bags, that your boots are tied up pretty tight. This way they can, everything just fits a lot better. So take that, shove my socks in. And then this is nice because then I don't have to worry about packing it with all the rest of my stuff. I already know where it is. And then what I typically do, like, you're not going to want to take your tool on your carry-on. So your snowboard tool that you're typically going to ride with on the mountain, if you're going to carry a bag, you're going to want to have that. So I just throw that in the boot as well, along with this Amp Performance, Human Performance PR lotion. I bought this stuff. I use it mountain biking mostly, but basically it removes like the lactic acid that builds up in your legs, so allows you to ride longer and harder. So it works really well. I noticed it quite a bit when I was riding my bike on my last trip. So, and then I usually bring my medical kit to carry in my snowboard bag as well, or my bike bag, whatever that case is. But so I throw that in there, and that's essentially it. We'll take the Camelback that I ride with on the mountain if I decide to bring water with me. Obviously, I'm going to do that, and I have an insulated hose here from them to keep the water from freezing while I'm riding. I throw that in there as well. Just make sure your CamelBack's dried out. And then I also take any snacks that I'm gonna bring with me. So, you know, some energy bars, whatever. I throw it in the Ziploc bag, and then I leave it in here as well. This is now packed. Because it is one of the heaviest things I have, if not the heaviest, inside the bag, it's gonna go in the rear of the bag where the wheels are. This way, when you're lifting up the end, walking through the airport, you don't have to worry about trying to lift all that weight up on that end. It's on the roller side. So this is gonna drop. What I did, the reason I got a bag that's slightly bigger than my board is so as you can see, I just shifted it over because of how big my boots are. Everything still fit just fine. Then I have the see-through bag. This is the clothes bag. What I'm doing, since I'm only going for like I said, one day, I'll be there, I fly in on Wednesday afternoon and I leave first thing Friday morning. So I'm actually using my snowboard bag that I carry with me on the mountain as my only carry-on. So I can't carry a lot of clothes in there. So all of my clothes are gonna go in this bag, as well as the base layers and anything I might be wearing to dinner or breakfast or whatever the previous days. So here are my, I use a Patagonia base layers. They're midweight, and then you're always going to make sure that you're using like a synthetic base layer, so it wicks sweat away from your body, as well as a synthetic mid layer if you're going to take one. Also, because of the sweat, if it's warm, I have a synthetic mid layer as well, or a lightweight. Some board shorts, some socks, the necessities. So I got all my riding gear here, and then I need the clothes I'll be wearing while I'm there. Put it right in between my strap. Luckily, I'm really tall, so my stance is a little bit wider. Most likely, this won't fit for most people that are doing this, so I have to put it on this end. But because it's heavier, I like putting it as close to the back as possible. Like I said before, it makes it easier picking up the bag or rolling it when you're not using it. So next is going to be the helmet. This is the Smith Maze Mips helmet with the outdoor chips, or outdoor research chips, Bluetooth speakers built in. It's really nice. Nice to be able to answer the phone or listen to music. And then I take the inside of my helmet and I put my goggles in there. This is the Smith IO Mag XL. The reason I have this is because I use some lens inserts from SportRX with my prescription in it, instead of having to wear my glasses inside. I don't have to worry about them fogging up or anything like that. I have I like using a goggle that's got two lenses in it. So it's got a low light lens and a sunlight lens. Each one of them is going to go in its own little bag. And then this is actually going to go into a case that sits inside of the helmet to, again, keep it protected for as well as possible. So I actually thought this felt like I was bringing a lot of stuff, but you probably saw in the thumbnail that the gear is literally, I'll be wearing almost all of it except for the extra pair of socks. I'll have the extra mittens in my snowboard backpack, and everything else essentially I'll be wearing. So just so you have a better idea of how that works. So these drop in. I actually really like this case. I bought this a couple years ago because it has a spot to actually hold down the second lens and keep it protected as well. If I didn't have this bag, this is all fleece, so you don't have to worry about it scratching your lenses. So once they're in the case, just throw them in your helmet. Toiletries in here as well, because again, with my carry-on, I don't want to have any liquids or anything like that. That could potentially be too much for the airlines to not take it, so I put this in here as well. The nice part about having this in there is that it's easily accessible, so if I need to get into it for whatever reason beforehand, I can just open up that one end and it's right there. If you notice, everything's in really big blocks, so I can pull them out individually. So if for some reason I had to open my bag up in the airport, I don't have any clothes falling out. That was one thing I saw in a lot of the other videos where people just shoving their clothes inside of it, rolling it up in small pieces, but you just never know, and I want to make sure it's a lot easier to reach whatever stuff I need. So this is the end of the bag itself. Now that it's closed, you just tighten down the straps, and you have the ability to move your way on out. What I'm going to do though, because I'm bringing GoPro equipment with me, this is the bag that I'm carrying with me. This is the Dakine Heli Pro. This is only a 12-liter bag, so it's super lightweight, really small. The reason I got it is I don't have to take it off to get on the chairlift. You can just stay on my back and it's not in the way. Plus, it also had the Camelback slot to run my hose through. So, this is gonna be my carry-on. I'm going into cold weather. Obviously, I don't want to fly with my heavy jacket on, so I have this Patagonia jacket. Because it's so fluffy, filled with down, I can actually compress all of the air out of it and roll into the bottom of my bag. What I'm going to be putting in there is my headphones. Obviously, I need this. Throw that in there. My GoPro selfie stick for recording, which happens to actually have a tripod on it, so that's really cool as well. There's actually there's little slots in here. I'm not really sure what it's meant to hold. Not really big enough to hold a water bottle or anything, but I throw that selfie stick in there. It's not going to go anywhere. And then my GoPro itself, it's on a 2-axis gimbal. This is called the from Noir Matter. It's called the Quark. And so this is just going to help stabilize the footage better. And I'm going to be running a GoPro Hero 7 Black. This is what I use for mountain biking. And then this foam piece on it is just to block the wind, so you're not going to hear all that whooshing sound the entire time I'm riding with it. So this is all because of obviously it's a little bit higher dollar value, and I don't really want it to get lost or messed with. I like having access to it. I usually have a towel of some sort. This is just a microfiber towel that I use like camping and stuff from sea to summit. And then this little GoPro bag actually came inside of the Casey, is what they call it, GoPro Casey. But it's got like 3 extra batteries, charger for it, and two different charging blocks to charge on the mountain if I want to, or my phone or whatever. So throw that in there. Here is a Ziploc bag. If you notice, everything's pretty neatly together. I like being able to pull it out and know what's what. So I got a charging block, my iPhone cord, a couple micro USBs specific to these things, and then a cord for my headphones. That's going to go in here. Again, easy access. That's that. So zip all that shut. Go up the front. You have, this is actually for carrying goggles or sunglasses. I keep like a eyeglass cleaner here, and then I'll bring my sunglasses with me. I'm hoping it's supposed to be nice. I believe it is. And then throw those in there so I have access to it as long as it's nice out when I get there. Just wrap those up.
Like 20 minutes ago.
So this is exactly what I would be taking with me. As you can see, all of my stuff fits in here. And the reason I like this is because when I'm walking around the airport or anything like that, all I have is this on, and I'm not carrying anything else other than this bag. What else I have around here, I'm gonna show you guys really quick, is the alternative to carrying all of this. I'm not gonna pack it, obviously, but I want you to see how much more stuff I'd be lugging around to carry the same stuff versus just buying a little bit bigger bag and packing smart. This is the Dakine Freestyle bag. I use this to put them on my truck when I'm going to and from little hills around here. We're in Michigan, so we don't get a lot of altitude. And then you have the Dakine duffel bag, and then you have the boot bag. So this would hold my helmet, my boots, and like my hats and gloves and stuff in the front here. But if I wasn't bringing the bigger bag along with my backpack, I'd have to be carrying all this stuff to carry the same amount. So as you can see, this is good for longer trips that I'll take around here, going up north or something like that. And that stuff's really good for flying, keeping it really compact and easy to carry around. So hopefully this video helped. I'll actually be doing a part 2 to this, not packing though. It'll actually be my trip to Colorado. We're gonna call it Dad's Day Out, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Please subscribe to the channel if you can, and leave a comment below. Comment if you have any below with any questions or comments regarding how you pack your snowboard bag or any ways I could have done this any better. Again, thanks again for watching Roger Reviews, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.